was living in London then. I used to see him up the Portobello Road of a Saturday, you know. And we invented the logo between us. Originally he had the horns on top of the head with the chain, which was kind of strange. And I said, no, put them in the mouth. So we did that, and there it was, you know.
The first designs I did were more in the Hawkwind vein. They were a little futuristic. And I brought them up to GWR. What were they called? Graybury in those days. And showed them to Lem. We discussed it again. He said, yeah, it's got to be a little bit more in your face. These are too much like Hawkwind. I don't want them to look like that. Okay, fine. So I went back again and did some research on boars, wild boars' skulls and gorilla skulls, and made a hybrid skull of dog gorilla type thing with over-dimensional wild boar's horns. And Lemmy loved it. I think he put the chains on with the spit, and the helmet might have been his idea too. I'm not so sure. Again, I don't remember it. It's a long time ago. It's amazing I can remember anything at all. But yeah, I guess that's how it happened. And then from that point on, the bastard was born. People call it the Iron Boar. People call it Snaggletooth. I don't know who gave it that. I don't have a name for it. It's just a little bastard for me, you know. Some charcoal studies, these go back to 82, 83. They're kind of Dorian gray, where the head is constantly rotting. There's another one. And this one, where it's full of boils and people have stuck sticks in it. And again, we have the little thing that upsets so many people, genitalia in the mouth area. This was very organic as well. It's almost, if you can see, there's almost a birth going on here. So in a way, I think these were probably done around the time of Another Perfect Day, because I was moving into that kind of more fluid form. This isn't even signed. Okay, this is original. I have to do that, won't I? How do you think so? Do you think we should sign it? There you go. The old John Hancock. No pun intended.
I shuddered when I saw it the first time. I thought, blimey, this ain't going to go down that well, because it was just way over the top then. But I grew to love it, you know, because it became a thing. But at first it was like, it was a bit sort of, well, not scary or horrifying, but it was a bit, in those days it would probably be deemed bad taste.
He just started a look. You know, that's the meanest motherfucking logo you're ever going to see. Like, and he does it in various forms. And it's pure mean. It's genius. Like, the guy's really clever. And it suits us. And he knows, he's like another member of the band. Joe Petagno was part of the guts, the engine.
I did some great sketches for it. I had a great vision, but the artwork kind of never really panned out the way I wanted to do. Number one, I had about a week and a half to get it finished, which didn't help matters any. But I don't think they could find me. Weeks went by before they could find me because I was kind of out of it. In the end, they found me, and I did it for them. But it was always a disappointment for me personally. It should have been multi-layered. It was supposed to have a feeling that there was more to it, and there was going to be more bits and pieces. Well, in a way, I kind of did it on the Inferno thing. I sort of took my revenge on the New Trinity, in a way. Lemmy said everything in his life was total shit and total chaos. Well, this was when Brian came in, Robertson, right? And it had a weird sound anyway, that album. It's a brilliant album. It's one of my favorite, but it had a weird sound. It wasn't what you expected from Motorhead with Robbo on board. But I didn't hear the music. But I think I got a rough mix. So I think Douglas sent me a rough mix with 4 or 5 songs on it, and it was different. But I did it on a beer box with a drawing board on my lap and some paints and a bucket of water at my side. And the reason it turned out the way it was is it was just chaos. Everything was chaos. Chaos in my life, and certainly chaos in Lemuel's life as well. And I brought it to London with me to deliver it personally to the guys. And everyone was freaked over it. There was anything like it. And I remember Filthy, I think it was just, oh, fuck, man. The fucking kids see this on acid, man, they're just going to freak. I guess they probably did. It's one of my favorite sleeves. He was living on a houseboat, as I remember, and he was collecting trains in those days. He had all these trains, train models. And he said, you know, Joseph, I want a fucking train. Well, it seemed weird to me. A train, okay? Great. Well, let's try a train. But yet again, it worked, you know. Orgasmatron, going in the opposite direction. I decided to turn it so it was going out of the picture rather than you coming into it. The eyes were going to be more like lights than they ended up being on the original version. In the original version, we had a lot more sparks and stuff flying. Probably Lemmy's input as well. But that's how many of them start. Composite sketches, which are quite small thumbnails, can often end up this size. This was a difficult one to work out again. It gave me quite a lot of trouble. It gave me a lot of trouble because trying to get the head to fit in the front of the train with this cow scoop. But it worked in the end. I guess it worked okay. I had this great idea, but nobody wanted to listen to me. The original rock and roll sleeve was supposed to be going up. I said, look, the tongue goes up. This thing is lifting off. Plus it looked like an armchair, you know, pretty little girl could sit on or something. The tongue was coming up. It was supposed to be rocketing, you know, it was like, and when I come down, you'll all be dead. So it was like a bomb, projectile of some sort. But when I finished it, everybody, oh, he said, we can't have it going up. It's, you know, it doesn't make any fucking sense. So they all got together and decided they should turn it around. So it's coming down. It should have been going up. That was the greatest thing about it. It was supposed to be going up. Couldn't convince them. It's fucking mad. This is the way I intended it to be seen. It's lifting off, rocketing skyward, breaking loose, breaking chains. It's on its way. It was changed by some heartless person who ruined the whole idea. I'll never forgive them. But that's the way it should have been. That's the way it is today, and that's the way I prefer to see it. And when it's framed, that's the way it goes. I'm a protest singer with a paintbrush, basically. People see my paintings as they hear Lemmy's music or Motorhead's music, for that matter, and they think that it's pro-war. But it's not. It's just the opposite end of the stick. We're against it. At least I am. I speak for myself here. I'm absolutely against. I'm totally passive, totally nonviolent. War is bullshit. You know, it's just greed and hypocrisy and double moral bollocks, you know. That's all it is. War for war, money for money, war for money, money for money. That's all it is. This was going to be used for a sleeve that was going to be called Devils, but it never got used because devils turned into bastards at some point. There was 4 members then. Bastards was a design I did in reply to March or Die. That fucking horrible sleeve. It pissed me off. I thought it was the worst thing I'd ever seen in my life.